Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar, and here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Wednesday, the 31st day of October. Here we go. Today, well, on the mind of many people all over the United States is the terrible devastation of Hurricane Sandy, and I thought I would give you a halacha that's related to that. First, to the Gemara examples. The Gemara talked about an example of someone who had a field that was, let's say, flooded. So that's bad news. When that field is flooded, a lot of his crop is ruined, and there is a special bracha that's supposed to be said when a person hears the bad news that his field has been flooded, and it is Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam. Blessed are you, God, our God, King of the world, Dayan ha'emes. That means He who judges truth. You say with your full intention, you're praising God for judging truthfully, meaning you feel that in some way or another you deserve this bad thing to happen, and therefore a bracha has to be made with full intention, not like, oh, well, how could God do this to me? That is not the intention. You're praising God for judging truthfully. When good news happens, then bracha is said, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam, hatov v'hametiv, He who does good and causes good to others. Okay? Now, says the Gemara, what if it happens that your field is flooded, and initially that is terrible news, and you feel like saying the bracha of Dayan ha'emes, but you know in the back of your mind that down the road this is going to lead to good news, because that flooding of the field is going to lead to some saturation of the field, which perhaps next year or the year after is going to lead to fantastic crops. So it's bad news now, and it's possibly good news later. What bracha do you make? The Gemara says, and the Shulchan Aruch decides for us, that we make the bracha of Dayan ha'emes. It feels bad at the moment. That's the overwhelming feeling. It feels like a judgment of truth, and therefore you bless God for judging truth, like what you do for bad news. Now let's say there's some devastation in a flood. A car is washed away. Feels terrible at the moment, but you know there's going to be insurance money, which is going to get you possibly somehow more money, and you're going to be able to get yourself a more beautiful car. So what bracha would be appropriate? It would seem to me that the appropriate bracha would be Dayan ha'emes, because bad news has happened to you. It feels bad as it happens, and even though there's some possibility for good later, the overwhelming feeling when something is ruined, there's a feeling of that a truth has been meted out to that person, and that should be the bracha on that occasion. For all the specifics on how to apply that to any damage that may have happened to you, then please consult your rabbi. Sometimes on smaller damages we say that bracha but without God's name in it, so always consult a rabbi before just saying God's name and many brachas if you're not sure that they apply to your situation. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.